guys, today I wanted to review these two bags for you. They are the Louis Vuitton OnTheGo tote bags. I don't know about you, but I love watching bag reviews, especially if it's a bag I'm considering on purchasing or just adding to my wish list. So a quick backstory, I actually bought the GM, which is the bigger one, when it first came out end of last year. I loved everything about this bag except for the fact that it was massive. And you guys, I'm pretty tall, I'm 5'7", and I'm pretty curvy, so I can pull off really big bags, but this was just borderline like an overnight bag. Now, mind you, when I bought this, I was pregnant, so my pregnant brain thought that this would be a perfect diaper bag. I know that sounds stupid, because, I mean, who would use this as a diaper bag? Maybe as a travel bag for sure, but diaper bag? No way. At the time, I remember telling my essay that why couldn't they make this in a smaller size, because that would be my dream come true. And a few months later, passes by, sure enough, they came out with a small size. So this, you guys, is the same bag, Louis Vuitton OnTheGo, in the MM size. I ended up giving my mom the GM, and she absolutely loves it. She's actually using it at the moment, and I just stole it from her to do this review video. She has things inside, probably won't go pry into that too much. As of right now, July 2020, this bag retails for $2,530, and that's the MM, and the GM retails for $2,690. Price difference between the two is less than $200, right? Now, when I was younger, I used to think that if I spent just a few more dollars, I could get a bigger bag and get more for my money, but you guys, I realize if you're not going to be using it, so let's say I'm like, oh, let me just get this bigger bag, and I don't end up using it because of the size, then was it really worth it? So for me, I'd rather pick the size that I know I would wear on a daily. The main difference between the two sizes, besides the obvious, are actually their internal straps. So you have your handles right here, and inside the GM, you get these beautiful monogram canvas straps. I had a similar strap to this with the Pochette Matisse in the reverse monogram, and they tend to be a lot stiffer. They do soften just the teeniest bit, but they tend to be quite stiff versus a leather strap. Now these are leather, these are canvas, so over time this leather will soften up and really mold to your shoulders, making it a lot more comfortable to hold. Ideally for me, I prefer these straps just because it's cohesive with the bag, but you know, at the same time, if it makes it a little bit more comfortable, then it doesn't bother me too much. But I can see how to some people this might be a little off-putting that randomly there's a black strap on this all canvas bag, right? The interior is exactly the same in both the MM and the GM. It has a beautiful red lining right there. You see the straps here. It has these little closure things right here, which I never bother to use, and you can see there's a zipper right here and two pockets on the outside of the zipper. Now those pockets are big enough to hold my phone, which is an iPhone 11, but it's very snug and it will probably stretch out over time, so I don't tend to use that. Instead, I put my card holders there and important little knickknacks that I may have. The main thing I really love about the bag, besides the beautiful aesthetics of the bag, is the fact that I can go from a top handle to a shoulder bag easily with these straps because I'm a new mom, and granted I don't take my baby out anywhere during this time, but you know, in the future I'm able to be a little bit more hands-free versus, you know, carrying a top handle just like that. One thing to point out is, now this might be the OCD in me, you guys, but you see here how the LV sits in the middle and you have, you know, this pattern up here and down here cuts off. So it's not exactly centered. And if you look at my MM, the LV is sitting perfectly in the middle and the pattern kind of mirrors the top. Again, a very small detail most people won't notice, but I kind of like that. Same thing with the back. Perfect LV in the middle, and the patterns here kind of mirror the edge. I've worn this bag enough times to kind of give you a few cons that I think this bag has. Number one, it is quite boxy. The width right here, you can't really fold it close to your body like you would a Neverfull. Yeah, the Neverfull is a little bit more flimsy and malleable and you can kind of squish it to your body. Well, this is more structured, so you are going to knock things here and there if you're not careful. The only thing I would say that really bugs me about this bag is when you're not using the handles inside and you have items inside, when you do reach for them, you know, like this tends to get in the way and you can't really do much about it. But if you were using the straps to begin with, then it's free of the straps inside. I hope that makes sense. For reference, guys, I have my Never Full GM. See the size difference? There you go. Now you see how big it is because it's massive, you guys. Now for my MM. While it's the smaller size, by no means is it a small bag because you can fit a lot of stuff in it still. And then with the handles, it looks like this. Side by side. The strap is a lot lower because it is a bigger bag. And this sits a little higher. Carried as a top handle side by side. It's a side. I can't really say one bag is better than the other. It really will depend on your lifestyle and what you do for work. If you were to use it as a work bag. Now I work for myself. I have my own business, so I don't really carry a computer in my bag anymore. So I probably wouldn't have the need for this. Although I love my Never Full, I feel like with the direction Louis Vuitton is going, the OnTheGos have become the new tote bag for them. And I think it's just a beautiful, beautiful bag. I hope you found this video helpful and I look forward to seeing you guys in another video. And thank you for bearing with me. I am new to this and this is just a passion project of mine, and making these videos have really helped my postpartum. So if you want to stick around and see what else is going on in my life, then please subscribe. Thank you for watching.